Well, it's not just Singaporeans hoping to upskill these days. Migrant domestic workers are also taking up courses to get better pay and job prospects. Employment firms say over the last few years, a third more employers want hires with paper qualifications or certified skills. Rebecca Metteo finds out why lifelong learning for these so-called premium helpers is becoming critical in the super-aging society.
Jocelyn Rossetti isn't your ordinary domestic helper.
Haloperidol.
She can recite the names of medication of her employer with end-stage renal disease. And a few months into the job, she's already drawn up meal plans and a roster of medical appointments.
I do these things to check uncle blood pressure and blood sugar twice a day, and also I know how when the blood sugar or blood pressure is on the red flag.
Jocelyn is among a growing new generation of domestic helpers upskilling in the city-state. For good reason, employers are willing to pay them 10% more than their peers.
These helpers just arrived in Singapore and they are put on a 3-day training program with the company. Here they learn more about elder care, such as how to spot an infection, monitor blood pressure and safely transfer the seniors from the bed to the wheelchair.
Demand for these super-skilled caregivers has increased up to 30% over the past few years. To keep up, another employment agency is extending training, which starts back in the home country of these maids. Learning materials are also better, gleaned from hospitals and senior care agencies.
So typically this our training program is about 2 weeks to at least 2 months. So during this period, they'll learn the elderly caregiving skill in particular. Then they'll come in to do general housekeeping, your languages, your cooking, etc., etc.
Training doesn't end after getting hired. Domestic helpers can enroll for Sunday classes taught by actual nurses up to 6 months. Course fees are around $300 and it comes with a certificate.
They see their own peers on Facebook posting that they have a certificate, they'll quickly come in. So how the career progression to me it looks like is after they've cleared the course, typically they would like to move on to nursing. They will typically do that after they have completed their contract. They'll move on to nursing or they'll come back to Singapore as an ex-Myanmarese helper but with a higher level of knowledge.
This paper chase by domestic helpers is happening at other employment firms as well.
Most employers are willing to pay more for a helper with a qualified certification versus a helper with a relevant past experience.
About 20% more customers are walking in to look for helpers with specific skills, such as care for dementia or Parkinson's disease.
My agency will facilitate the employer into looking for a relevant training course for their helper. The helper actually can receive a caregiver's training grant, which is available for eligible employers.
The grant amount is at least $400 with yearly top-ups of $200. These can be used to attend approved courses for anything from toilet training for kids to how to take care of stroke patients.